Hello there guys, welcome back to my another build video. I know I've already done one, but I'm doing another assault rifle build. Except this time I'm using the gunner com instead of the assault rifle com. I'm going to try and get through this quickly because the original intro was 10.5 minutes. I want to cut it down. The reason I use this is because it boosts overload. I'll get into that in a second. It's an assault rifle skill, but I'll get into it in a second, get into skills in a second. Use the Seraphim a bit, use the Scorpio, Lead Storm, the Spitter, just non-unique Spitter that I found. It's just a random drop, and it was good enough. There you go, good drop. And even though it does have Jacob stock, the recoil honestly wasn't that much. There wasn't really much recoil to it, which I was surprised about. But yeah, instead of using the Slagger, I do actually have two Slagger assault rifles. One is the Scorpio. The other is the Kitten down here. Honestly, I prefer the Scorpio over the Kitten because the Kitten's smiley face projectile pattern just kind of, it kind of made it, in my opinion at least, kind of made it unusable at anything other than close range. Obviously, it's best at point blank. I used the Hail a bit. Lead Storm and the Hail, yeah. These are somewhat similar. The Lead Storm, in my opinion, is easier to use because the projectile arc that it has is nowhere near as severe as what it is on the Hail. But the Hail, at least on Axton at least, can deal more damage than the Lead Storm. And I know that for a fact. Stinkpot, use a Stinkpot is good assault rifle this. A lot of people don't like it because it can't crit. It doesn't need to crit. It's just good assault rifle. I did use these two. I will say this is usable. This is actually usable. So I'll say it can be usable at least. This is useless. Anyway, Sawbar. You obviously use the Sawbar. Good assault rifle. I'm not sure if you'll see gameplay of this, but I did use it, and I mean E-Techs. They are well. They are usable. They are good, but there's not. It's just not. They just honestly don't deal enough damage for the ammo cost. Because look at this. I know technically the Seraphim is a higher rarity than this, but it's 1 ammo per shot. It's more. It's about 60%. I'd say about 60% more damage as well. But yeah, use a Sawbar, really good assault rifle, one of my favourites. I did use the Bearcat a little bit. Honestly, the Bearcat's damage is decent, but it's the two issues I have with it: mag size for one, and ammo and the ammo cost, obviously. I may have used the Fire Lead Storm. I can't quite remember. I may have used it though. I did use the Seeker. Yeah, it's not good. I mean, I really wanted to like this, but it's just not good. You won't see gameplay of it because yeah, it just wasn't good. I did use a toothpick. However, I did not use the mouthwash relic. I know the mouthwash relic does increase toothpick's damage by 200%, but I wanted a relic that boosted all assault rifles equally. That's spoilers. That was a world drop from a random enemy. Anyway, use the antagonist. I promise there will be builds where I don't use the antagonist. I promise. One day. Gonna come. Yeah, the reason I have to use this relic here is because it doesn't. I didn't have to use it. I just wanted to use it because it doesn't increase damage by itself. But I'll get into the overload. I'll get into the overload in a second. Longbow singularity because singularities are my favourite, and slag because it might slag an enemy. Who knows? Was that all these rifles I used? Yeah, I think it was. I did actually switch to the Flakka once for 1 kill because I ran out of ammo. I did not use the damage glitch. I just used the Flakka by itself. Very quick overview of the oh, wrong button. Very quick overview of the skills here. Sentry because you know turret duration, got a bit of reload speed there, a bit of shield stuff going on, bit of airwolf for a bit of healing. Basically, kind of turns all guns into moxie weapons, kind of. Got a bit of a got kill skill here. Obviously, I've got to go for onslaught and metal storm. I mean, you can't not go for the kill skill combo. One of the most powerful combos, if not the most powerful combo in the game. Double up for slag turrets because I can't build slagging enemies all the time. got nuke to it because it's fun. A Gemini would have been better for this, but it would have been better for pretty much every build, but nuke is just more fun. I just wanted nuke. Bit of gun damage, obviously, the melee damage is useless. Weapon swap speed is all I really care about from the skill, if I'm honest. Everything else does help, but weapon swap speed is what I care the most about. This would usually be maxed out, but I wanted points in both of these skills as well, so took 1 point like that, put it into steady. Steady gets maxed out at 5 out of 5 from the com. This is 7 out of 5 from the com. Put 3 points into it. 70% increase to mag size for assault rifles. It's Axton's only assault rifle skill. People get the misconception that he's the assault rifle character. Not true. It's not true. I might do a video on that. Battlefront, because Battlefront, always spec Battlefront. Longbow turret, because turret health, turret, you know, the tankiness of the turret, I'm forgetting the word. Survivability, there we go. Turret survivability improves it a lot. Do I die because you can throw grenades in fact your life? It's very simple. I've already gone over nuke. No healthy because I'm not using a combat boost set. Got preparation maxed out. I max this out mainly for the shield capacity. I don't really care about the health regen there. These two skills are just whatever. I don't really have a preference on which to spec more than the other. It's just I just spec into them, just get down the tree a bit. 4 out of 5 on quick charge. 1 in phalanx shield for a bit of survivability on the turret, a bit more survivability. Resourceful because I always spec it. 3 points into grit. I know it's only 12% chance for 3 points, but honestly, it feels more like 90% chance upwards. At least in my experience using it. Maybe it's different for someone else, but yeah, grit is overpowered. Anyway, the bar was off for this. And I think I've gone over everything that I used. So, let's get into it. Just want to take a quick second to say, if you do enjoy my videos, leave a like, it'd be greatly appreciated, and subscribe as well, that would also be greatly appreciated, and then be able to see future builds that I do. I do usually use underused gear, or gear that everyone thinks is bad, and maybe you seeing that it's good, that it can be good, maybe that will change your mind. Maybe you'll actually try it for yourself. But now, let's get into the video. First up is Washburne Refinery, where I used mostly the Leadstorm and the Hail, just to kind of show them off. Though in this first room here, this first room of enemies, I was just kind of getting used to the Leadstorm again, because it had been a while since I'd used it. But yeah, because the projectile arc on the Leadstorm isn't that severe, it does kind of get easier to use. And one thing I didn't mention about the Leadstorm and the Hail in the intro is that they have split projectiles. The Leadstorm's initial projectile splits into 3, and the Hail's initial projectile splits into 2. Here I am using the Hail. Yeah, this was actually the first time I've ever used the Hail in this video. I've never used the Hail before, it's just because I don't use Moxie weapons. But yeah, even though the Leadstorm does have more split projectiles than the Hail, because the Hail gets grenade damage bonus and the Leadstorm doesn't, on Axton, the Hail will deal more, well, can deal more damage if you have the right build. Of course, not using a relic, because I'm using a damage relic here instead of a stockpile relic. I do go through ammo quite quickly, especially with the Leadstorm. Here's a badass kill with the Leadstorm. You'll see one with the Hail in like a minute or two. But yeah, I am missing a lot of my shots, probably because the split projectiles are just missing completely. But yeah, I don't think that's anything to do with the gun. I just think it's to do with it might be to do with the gun and the enemy at the same time. It's one of those guns that you gotta. It's a bit like the Varrock. It's better up against wider enemies. So's the Burka actually. It's better up against wider enemies just because of the projectile pattern it has. Usually I would waste ammo just killing these exploders here with the EXP loaders, but I'm getting pretty low on ammo, so yeah, I'm just gonna let them blow themselves up in front of my face. It looks like I'm about to use the hail again. Yeah, I'm just learning how to use it properly. And there we go. Once you get the right angle on the hail, it deals a ton of damage. And it has that 150% critical bonus. Which is probably one of the reasons it's more powerful than the lead storm. At least on Axton. On anyone else, the lead storm might be more powerful. Maybe on Krieg it might, the lead storm, maybe on Krieg I mean, if you get the right build on Krieg, then the hail might be more powerful than lead storm as well. I don't really play a Krieg, so can't really say anything about that. No, I'm not the expert for Krieg. Yeah, here I was just actually more waiting for my turret to come back. Pretty sure I went down for a second against this bull loader as well. Honestly, I think bull is short for bullshit with these loaders because yeah, they're just annoying. There's the hail against the badass loader. A lot quicker than the lead storm, but maybe that's just because I was closer to it than I was when I used the lead storm. But yeah, I cleared through these rooms really fast. And what I'm going to try to do more with these videos is I'm going to try to show off a few more guns than I usually would. But yeah, Washburne Refinery was honestly more of a comparison between the lead storm and the hail, just because I've got both in corrosive. And they're both the same prefix and the same grip, so it's basically a fair comparison. I must be waiting for my turret again here. Can't quite remember. Because sometimes, well, I don't necessarily need my turret. I just like having my turret, you know, at the ready, you know, just in case I need it. Especially when I'm opening chests. So I'm not sure about the. I'm not sure about this DLC. But yeah, loot midgets might spawn. One of the reasons I like having my my turret at the ready all the time, just in case some loot midget spawns or something. Honestly, look, between the lead storm and the hail, I would have to say the lead storm's easier to use. That's just my experience. Maybe if you use them both for yourself, maybe the hail would be easier for you to use for you. I don't know, because I'm not the one playing. Or at least I'm not the one playing on whatever you play on, whatever system you play on, you know, platform. Seriously though, yeah, the lead storm, I just found it easier to use. Maybe it's because I've used it before. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, that junk loader kept running away, look. I was about to go up and get it. It jumped down. Kept running away from me. Another reason the hail might be easier to use with someone is because instead of having 3 split projectiles, it only has 2. And they both follow the path of each other. So when you hit one on target, you're most likely going to be hitting that second one on the same target. But with the lead storm, it splits into 3 in sort of a triangle pattern. But at least the projectile arc with the lead storm isn't as severe. Honestly, there isn't that much of a projectile arc, there we go, forgetting the words. Because there isn't much of a projectile arc with the lead storm, that's probably why it's easy to use for me. Though I do think with the lead storm you will go through ammo a lot quicker. Yeah, I'm cutting this up into smaller segments just so I can show off more guns each video. But yeah, once you get kill skills going, the lead storm just shredded everything. And actually, this next enemy here, it's not slagged, but watch the damage for a second. It does a lot. It does damage as if the enemy is slagged for a second. But then, yeah, I must have got the angle right for just a second or two, then got it wrong again. But yeah, the enemy wasn't even slagged, my turret wasn't even out either, so I wasn't getting any Battlefront bonus against this loader specifically, and it died. Except for that bit where I slagged it at the end. Alright, yeah, here's me using the Burkat the only time in this video. Look at that. I mean, like I said, decent damage, poor ammo consumption though. I mean, if I had a corrosive one, I would have definitely used it. Honestly, the boss Uranus, or if you want to pronounce it the funny way, Uranus, in the Lilith DLC, the Fight Sanctuary DLC, he keeps dropping me. He keeps dropping Burkats all the time. If he keeps dropping Burkats, I will do a Burkat build. Wait, here's me just showing off the what's it called? Why I'm forgetting names. The Sawbar. Just gonna show off the Sawbar. Why the Sawbar's so good. I know I did use the Fire Lead Storm at first. But you see how Badmo's got a shield? Yeah, that doesn't matter to the Sawbar. It doesn't matter, because the Sawbar will just keep damaging through it. Because the projectile splits into like the initial projectile, like got 3 other projectiles that sort of do that fire effect for the flamethrower. And here it is against a buzzard. I'll be honest, I was laughing maniacally when I was fighting buzzards with this. Right, here's Stealth Boss Human Power. For this, I'm only going to show the actual kills against the assassins, and obviously the enemies that spawn with them. Well, the assassin mainly though, just because I'm already showing off I'm just showing off mobbing in other areas with this build. So for some maps I will only show off like the mini bosses that are there, or anything cool that happens. Yeah, I know this. I know it doesn't like the sword. I know it doesn't look like the Sawbar's doing the most amount of damage. But I mean, you gotta remember this is a mini boss, and I'm pretty sure. All the assassins do have some kind of resistance. I don't know what they are. I know Assassin Oni's is grenade resistance. I'm not entirely sure if the split projectiles from the Sawbar are that do deal like some kind of grenade splash. I don't actually know. I did actually have 2 Seraphims for this, but I only used I only have used one, and it's the one I've got with Jacob's Grip and Bullet Speed Prefix. So I did get a quote unquote perfect one. At least what the one that people consider perfect. I'll do a comparison between them and why the perfect one isn't actually all that perfect. Yeah, I think the Madhouse does some kind of grenade damage. I don't know, because either that or Assassin Oni is just tankier than the other assassins, because he just kind of took less damage from the Madhouse. Don't even know I was trying to take down Assassin Wreath's shield with a fire weapon. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to mention: the Madhouse, not the Madhouse, the Sawbar. The Sawbar. The Madhouse is the bad assault rifle. The Sawbar's the good one. The Sawbar is actually the only good bandit assault rifle in this game. But yeah, the kill against Badmore. Yeah, the Logan's gun's still quicker than this. Well, quicker than the Starbar can kill. Yeah, here I was running away from Assassin Wreath, just because with the Starbar it's all about distance to get the maximum damage. It's a pretty similar story with the Flacker. You gotta keep the distance. Gotta keep like a certain distance to get the maximum damage out of it. I would not say the Starbar is the best assault rifle, but it's a damn good one. And honestly, the only learning curve is getting the distance right. Once you get the distance right, that's it. Once you know the distance, that's it. You're gonna have a good time with it. Yeah, Assassin Roof. Yep. The reason I'm up here on this little ledge here is because he keeps running away whenever you get close to him, which is really annoying when you're trying to kill him. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure all the assassins have some kind of resistance. What's the first assassin called? Assassin what? The first assassin that you fight. Pretty sure he. I'm pretty sure he has like some kind of shock resistance. I think. Not entirely sure about that. Because the only resistance I know for sure is Assassin Oni's, and that's the grenade resistance. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not even sure if these clips are in order of like the actual area that I went to. Yeah, I saw Tubby here, that's why this recording's here. I'll be honest, at first, when I was fighting the Tubby, it did run towards me, but I didn't notice it till the last second. I'm fighting other skags here. Yeah, there's the Tubby right in my face. I didn't notice it till the last second. But then it seemed to get distracted by my turret again. I've never had that happen before. But anyway, all he dropped was a Gauge com. I mean, who plays Gauge anyway? Yeah, I threw a lot of grenades. I throw a lot of singularities. They're just so useful to bunch enemies together. Especially when using a gun like the Leadstorm, for example, because those split projectiles, if they miss an enemy, they might hit another enemy that's in that group. Also, very good to group enemies together if you want to switch to like a Merv grenade or something. Yeah, the Leadstorm is very powerful. Though I did use a lot of ammo. Yeah, here I noticed an orange beam out the corner of my eye. Looked back, world drop sham. I know it's not the best sham, but it's a world drop. I mean, you can't complain about a world drop. You can't complain about a world drop, can you? But it's a world drop sham. It's like it would have been really funny though if it was like a god roll sham or a B as a world drop. That would have been really funny. By the way, I did not fight Saturn because I couldn't be bothered. Yeah, I did go down quite a few times. The fight for your lifetime, like the extra fight for your lifetime, get off the relic that I'm using here. I've forgotten the name of the relic already. I think it's Heart of the Ancients. Heart of the Ancients? I think it's Heart. I think it's the Heart of the Ancients. But yeah, there's Leadstorm. Yeah, Bonehead kept to. He's slightly too fast for the bullets. You see here, I'm very low on ammo. I knew I was gonna run out on this fight here. Honestly, if I just kept jumping around a bit more and did not fire at him with the kitten, I think I could have gotten him down before running out of ammo. But no. Yeah, this is why I switched to the Flacker. It's not the damage glitch. It was just the Flacker by itself, because it's It's a good shotgun. It does not need the damage glitch to be good. But before I switched to it, I was thinking for a second whether I should actually switch to it or not. But yeah, it's all about distance, like with the sawbar. And he actually dropped a bone shredder for once. I was surprised because even though it's a 1 in 3 drop, he never drops it. At least not for me. So I was actually surprised. The bone shredder is actually basically just the slagger, but it's in all elements and it's 2 ammo per shot instead of 1. So I mean, it's kind of a fair trade to more ammo per shot, but you get all elements. It's a fair trade. Yeah, I just noticed the healing there in the corner when I had the kitten on. It's a lot of healing. Yep. Yeah, I'm out of ammo again. Yeah, this next bit here, I did actually use the non-unique spitter that I've got, just to kind of show it off a bit more. Cause I think I only used it once against the Skags, where I got the world drop sham. Yeah, I was just kind of deciding what to use here. Decided on the spitter. Honestly, the biggest enemy of this spitter, honestly, is the mag size. At least when you're comparing it to something like the auger. Because if it didn't have the Vlados spinning barrel, it probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't have gone through the magazine so damn quick. But yeah, look at that. It's obviously not the best damage you'll ever see, but it's pretty good damage. If you are going to get a toric spitter though, whether that be the auger or a just non-unique one, I'd say matching grip is obviously best. But I'd say actually get bullet speed prefix because yeah, because toric weapons don't actually need more damage. At least not necessarily. Because they're like Jacob's weapons, they're already high damage, and on top of that, they've got the explosive damage on top of the bullet damage. So yeah. Ooh, yeah. Here is where I know you started off with the sawbar. I'm pretty sure I still mostly use the sawbar in this area, but I did switch to the toothpick. One thing I will say is I really didn't like it before. I still kind of don't like it now. I mean, its damage is alright, but unless you're using the mouthwash relic, you're not really going to be dealing all that much damage. But yeah, the sawbar is just really powerful. Yeah, the toothpick though. Yeah, if you are using the mouthwash relic, it will give it a plus 200% damage bonus. I think I might have to double check loot lemon on that. But I'm pretty sure it's 200%. Yeah. I was about to shoot this one at the front here. Then got unslagged at the last second. I did not complete this area just because I kind of ran out of ammo a bit into it. Well, twice actually. I sort of cut it off at the end, so I could show more gameplay and still have the video less than 40 minutes. I've just realised something. This might be the only gameplay I show without having the turret out on the field. Nah, the main reason I had the turret out is just because of the aggro relief. It really helped. I'm not exactly sure when the spiders spawn here. But yeah, I see a spider there. I'm thinking it spawned a little earlier than usual. Yeah, my main problem with the toothpick though is I don't Personally, I don't think it deals enough damage to justify its ammo cost. But that is just my opinion. Maybe someone thinks differently. I mean, if you do actually pair it with the mouthwash, I mean, it is probably a fair price to pay for the. I don't know. But yeah, like I said in the intro, if I didn't say it in the intro, it's just because I wanted all these assault rifles to have like the exact same damage bonus. Because even though the mouthwash, at least the one I've got, says 41.5% on it, that's for all assault rifles except for the toothpick. Toothpick it gets 200%. Of course, against slagged enemies, the guns will do a lot more damage. If I actually bothered to slag that stumper that I started shooting at. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where I cut it off because I was about to, even though I did pick up some ammo, I did run out very quickly after this. The spiders in this DLC are a bit annoying because they can poison you. Oh right, now here's the forge. Here's where I use the Stinkpot. You will see it doesn't do the most amount of damage. I would never expect it to, but it does good damage. At least in my opinion. Maybe your opinion's different. I have had a Stinkpot before that was Jacob's Grip bullet speed prefix. I went back and well, when I reset my playthrough, I farmed it for 2 days. Yeah, 2 days. Just to get the mag size prefix at OP10. I kind of gave up. I was going to go for matching grip, but I gave up and just toe grip's good enough. Second best damage. I mean, can't complain. Though there is an error I made on my on that short video that I did for the short clip when I got the Jolly Roger. It wasn't a 1 in 40 for the one for the exact one that I got. Well, for what my criteria was, it was actually one in 432, I think, because I forgot to take into account all the weird the Scarlet's DLC. Like it's got some weird stuff about getting an element and a prefix on a gun. It's probably like took me 2 days to get the Stinkpot I got, this Stinkpot that I've got here. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, the Stinkpot won't deal the most amount of damage. But it does good damage, can't really complain about it. Yeah, at first I did, here I did actually only use the Seraphim, if I'm remembering correctly. I was actually burst firing it first, but I thought no, it'd be better to just hip fire it and get right up close into the enemy's face. Because as long as you stay close enough to these enemies, they'll try and melee you. They won't try and throw barrels at you or anything. So yeah, that's why I was hip firing. I don't know why I threw that grenade all the way over there. I have no idea what that was for. Just kind of waiting for the enemies to come to me here, so I've got a bit of cover. I don't even know what the hell I was doing with the grenades here. I don't know why I was throwing them in any random direction, and I switched to the corrosive leadstone by accident. I'm pretty sure I did that a couple times here. I mean, who doesn't accidentally switch to a different weapon every now and then? The Seraphim is one of my favourite assault rifles. One thing I will say though is, I think the Sawbar, I'm going to compare it to the Sawbar very quickly. I think the Sawbar is a much better fire weapon than it is assault rifle, and I think the Seraphim is a much better assault rifle than it is a fire weapon. If that makes sense to anyone. pretty sure I went down here. Switch to the wrong gun again. Don't know why I was trying to kill someone through their shield. Yeah, this was the only time where but not actually, it wasn't the only time. I think there was a second time where that 38% fight for your life time came in handy. If I haven't mentioned it already, I'm going to quickly mention it now. I'm going to try, or I'm going to show off more guns every build. Just because I think it'll be more interesting than seeing the same 4 or 5 guns for like 40 or 50 minutes. Cause it honestly, I will admit, it is kind of boring to just see the same guns over and over and over again. I switched the wrong gun again. Oh, seriously, again. Why? Actually, I know why. I know why. I think I know why, actually. The Seraphim may have been in the 3rd equip slot, and it's usually in the 1st equip slot. When I have it equipped, at least. Honestly, sometimes that 9% slag chance doesn't matter, even when there's 3 projectiles. I think this is the last area here. Came across a couple of jet loaders, or I forgot what they're called in this DLC. But the jet loaders, they're the most annoying. They're one of the most annoying enemies in the game. Because, you know, because they take the tiniest amount of damage and they usually fly off immediately. Oh, there's one of them, the Punisher. There you go, Torque Punisher. Yeah, I saw it. I thought that thing's gonna die very, very quickly. I'll be honest, at first I was waiting for my turret to slag this Bulletstormer. It's just a gun loader. The antagonist did it for me. I'm pretty sure I went down to this Torque Flamer here, which is just a hot loader. If you can't connect the dots. Yeah, it's just a hot loader. Yeah, I definitely went down. And here comes the Leadstorm. Yeah, I was actually trying to get trying to get the distance just right to get the split projectiles. That's the most amount of damage then. Actually, one thing I'm pretty sure I know about these split projectiles on the Hail and the Leadstorm is they don't actually deal as much damage as the initial projectile. So I think if they did, that'd be too overpowered. Pretty sure with the Leadstorm it's 60% per projectile, like the split ones, and the Hail is 80% for the split projectiles, like each. That is the end of this video, but just before I end, very quickly, one thing I forgot to mention. The challenge run that I was going to do on Maya, I was just going to do it as one video. Yeah, and like half the footage didn't save. So that video's not happening. But basically, I was just using the last cow only. I didn't use Cloud Kill, and I didn't use Cloud Kill because I knew it would be overpowered. But yeah, quick conclusion of that. The last cow can carry you to the end of the game. Yeah, I also banned legendary comms and the B shield. But yeah, it can carry you to the end of the game. Very quick conclusion on that. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, leave a like. Consider subscribing to see more Axton builds. Be greatly appreciated. I usually stick to underused gear because it is Because there is a lot of gear in this game that is actually good that nobody uses. If you'd like to see that, again, subscribe. Greatly appreciated. And I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.